ist ja also, dass Grenada von einem Dinosaurierhafen Linken und Schüsseln gemeinsam unter Druck gesetzt wird. I see Grenada is being tag teamed by a dinosauric leftist and his protege. We'll explain. Welcome to our Novi Global Network. Now I see recently, with all that has transpired, okay, I see that the socialist Marxist dinosauric leftist still has the guts to try to come and convince Grenadians that they should be on some sort of war path with America. Now these dinosauric leftists who have unfulfilled dreams which they themselves destroyed are now trying to lead astray the youth of Grenada. They are hell-bent on trying to destroy cordial, good relationship with our neighbors to the north. And now I see that they are tag teaming, they are using leftist hijacked media to tag team the minds of the youth of Grenada. When the dinosaur says something, his protege follows up and says the same thing. They are still encouraging Grenadians to be antagonistic to the United States. They are hell-bent on pretending to be socialist Marxists. And if you look at these people's background, okay, they come from mercantile classes and they come from land-owning classes. Look at their background. But yet still they will try to convince you that they are also part of the working class and the peasant class of Grenada. Okay? These people are nothing but petty bourgeois hypocrites. Okay? Who hijack the PRG for their own benefit to get scholarships, and now they all have turned intellectual petty bourgeois trying to control the minds and the thought of Grenadian people to the detriment of the society. These people have none to lose. They have none to lose. And if you follow them, they will lead you down a path of destruction. Just like they have led, okay, 2 generations ago, the youth of Grenada 2 generations ago, they have led them down a path of destruction. Have led them down a path of implosion. And today, they are hell-bent with the evil intent to lead a next generation, 2 generations after, of Grenadian youth down a path of utter destruction. Now I want you to see these people for what they are. I want you to understand who they are, and I want to educate you about who they are. You would think, for all the issues facing Grenada, okay, that they would pay their attention to those issues. But no, they're looking for clout. They're looking for oohs and wows. And they want to pretend that they're also some great Marxist revolutionaries who want to stand up to imperialism. You had your opportunity, sir. You guys had your opportunity. And you destroyed the opportunity. Okay? And you led 2 generations ago the youth of Grenada astray. And they sacrificed their lives. Okay? When the shit hit the fan. You ran. You ran and you left them on the battlefield. You ran. And now you come pretending that you guys are also some valiant warriors ready to stand up to imperialism. Let me tell you something. The flirtation with socialist Marxism has failed. The historical context is clear. You have brought most death and destruction to Grenada during that period of time, seen in recent times. But now your ego again would not let you leave the Grenadian youth alone so they can make the progress that they have made and continue to make. You are trying to get in the way because of your selfish dinosauric ego and your protege. comes and repeats your radical leftist garbage. Your radical leftist garbage that you're spewing to the youth of Grenada. But I said, I have consolation. I have great consolation that I've spoken personally to many of the youth of Grenada, especially the rural youth, because this is the ones that you people try to take advantage of. These are the ones that you people for decades have taken advantage of. You petty bourgeois punks. These are the people you have taken advantage of. I have brilliant, intellectually grown, mature people from the rural area that will come and tell me now they have had the same experience with that sudden. They were selling fool's gold to the regular Grenadian man and woman. And today they are trying to corrupt a new batch of youth. And I am warning you, these people are like Medusa, the Greek mythological figure. Anything they touch turns to stone. They can only lead you down a path of destruction. There is nothing good could come out of what they're trying to encourage you to do. Again, they're cloud chasers. They're talking about things that they should have no business talking about. They're not even strategic in what they say. They in their deluded minds think that is wise to be antagonistic or to encourage Grenadians to be antagonistic to the United States, especially in the current climate in the Caribbean, where everybody else, they're falling like dominoes. They themselves want to play big honchos. They want to lead the people of Grenada astray. Now I warn you. Now I appeal to you to be smart, to be vigilant, and to stay clear from these people and the poisonous rhetoric that they are spewing. They have abandoned the Grenadian youth in the past, and when things get crazy, they will abandon you again. They've abandoned their own friends. Okay? They abandoned their own friends in life and in death. So who do you think you are that they wouldn't abandon you, the Grenadian youth? Who do you think you are? You think you're special to them? You're not special to them. What they did is what they're trying to do again to a fresh batch of impressionable Grenadian youths. And I know they will package this and tell you, oh, they were big soldiers and they were... I know they'll package this and tell you they were big revolutionaries. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. Some of their comrades were. And some of them paid the ultimate price. So run. Run away from that dinosaur. That political dinosaur and that leftist dinosaur. Run away from him. There is nothing good could come in your interaction with him. He's just a bold leftist dinosaur with too much time on his hands. Too much time on his hands. He's got nothing to do but to try to deceive the Grenadian people. And I know you're smarter than that. I know you would not be deceived. I know that the media is hijacked by leftist radicals. And they have an agenda. They want to come across as cute and give these people a platform because it's cute. But you have seen what has transpired in the Caribbean. And this is not going to get better. This is going to get more serious. So, as Grenadian people, your focus should be bread and butter issues, preserving the economy. And the choice is clear, and the evidence is clear that the advancement of Grenada within the last decade, post-revolutionary era, has been achieved by pursuing capitalistic values. That is what has built the country. These leftist radicals have nothing to offer you. They saw the opportunity in the early 80s and they hijacked the revolution. And guess what? They milked it for everything they could have gotten. They all became intellectual petit bourgeois. They went and studied, they took all the scholarships. What did the regular soldier have? So of course they have a lofty life post-PRG. It was fool's gold. But what did the regular soldier have? Nothing. Nothing. And to this day, these men are suffering all over the place with health issues. And they have nothing. They believed in the cause. They sacrificed their life. But they have nothing to show for it. And these intellectual petit bourgeois are enjoying all the benefits. They're enjoying all the benefits. So I want you to see this for what it is. These people don't care about you. They don't care about no working class and proletariat. They're charlatans. And they've strategically infiltrated the current administration, infiltrated media in Grenada, okay, so they could try to control thought. This is what they have sneakily done. That is why they're so ever so happy to come on these platforms and continue to try to deceive the youth of Grenada. So you've been warned. You've been warned. Like so many other things I have said in the past that has come to fruition. Again, you're being warned. I am pleading with you to use your better sense of judgment and stay clear and far away from this dinosauric leftist and his protege.